Hey, this is Joe Costello, and it's been a little while since I put up a video, and I've thought about this subject a lot, and basically it's regarding time. And time is something that I'm always aware of all the time when I'm playing on gigs, and to the point where I'm concerned that I am in time and I'm not pushing the time and I'm not being too laid back. And so if this helps just one person, it's worth it to me to put up. I know that everyone understands playing to a metronome, and so the first part of this is to give you this exercise, which I know probably most of you have done, but it's still a great exercise. And what it is you put on the metronome and you play behind the beat, on the beat, and in front of the beat. And the reason why that's important is because if you do that, then you can recognize when you are doing one of those things during a performance or on a gig of some type or in the studio. So if you don't know what playing behind the beat feels like, then when it happens, you won't know that you're doing it. So it's important to identify those areas. So just check this out for a second. I'm going to play a little bit behind the beat. And hopefully I can do this. I haven't done this in a while, but hopefully I can do this. So that should have felt to you like I was a little bit just behind the beat. Not dragging, but just kind of that cool Steve Jordan laying back sort of thing. Now this is on the beat. So that should have felt that I was in time, and I was hearing the click properly, and I was right on the beat. I wasn't laying back, and I wasn't pushing. Here is what I consider a little bit in front of the beat, or pushing, if you will. So out of all of them, that's the one that's the most disturbing for me, because I don't want to be, very rarely do I want to do that. There are circumstances where that sounds cool in music, and everyone has their opinion about that, but that's the one that scares me the most, is I don't want to be that person, because then most of the music I play doesn't require me to play ahead of the beat. So once you work on that exercise and you can identify those three areas, then what you need to do is when you have your time down and you're confident that you've practiced this and your time is good, and you can put the metronome on and then have it disappear for 4 or 8 beats and then have it come back on. I think there's even apps, I'm sorry, I don't know, I know there are apps that where the metronome will fade out, you keep playing, it fades back in. That's a really cool thing to do, because then you can really test your time on your own to see whether or not you're in sync. Once you do all of that groundwork and that homework, then you get on the gig. You don't want to worry about the time. You want to be conscious of it, but you don't want to worry about it. And this is the biggest thing that I found out over the past few months, is that when I feel that something is weird with the time, it's normally because I'm not relaxed and I'm not breathing, and I'm putting some tension in my lower back. So when I'm playing and I just relax and I think about making music and I think about having fun, because I've already put in the work, knowing that I've worked on my time, I've played to a metronome, I've identified playing behind the beat, on the beat, and in front of the beat. Then if I just start to feel myself where the time's getting a little weird, and normally what that would be for me is being a little bit too much on the beat or slightly ahead, I just breathe and I relax and I think about the tension in my lower back and I ease back down, and I think about the tension in my legs and I just relax. And as soon as I do all of those things, my time settles in. So I just wanted to give you that little bit of advice because I've struggled with, well, how come some people just sound so laid back? Steve Jordan, Steve Gadd, Vinny Colaiuta. You know, what makes them, you know, besides doing the metronome homework and working on their time, what makes it always feel so good? And I think they've gotten to the point where they don't worry about any of that stuff. They just stay relaxed. They trust their inner clock. They know that their time is good, and they just play and just stay loose, and they breathe. And it's really important. You just have to breathe and relax. So I hope that helps you, because it sure helps me. Anytime I feel like the time's getting out of whack, I take a big deep breath, I take the tension out of my back, make sure my legs are not tense, and things work out. All right, Vic Firth sticks, Bosphorus cymbals, Aquarian drum heads, Kickport International, Humsenberg cases. I'm very thankful for all of these companies, and I'm going to do a little clip on these practice sticks that Vic Firth has next. So stay tuned. Keep looking out for more videos. I'm going to really start getting busy with this stuff. Peace out. Thank you.